Hello, Facebook and YouTube fans. This is JJ from Paranormal Talks, paranormaltalks.com. It's good to see you again, and thank you for joining us and looking at this video. I always feel blessed when you take a look and leave some comments to have some dialogue. It's always pretty neato. This is a series of videos on your destiny number. It's part of numerology, which is a metaphysical science, and numerology is a divination tool that fits under the umbrella of one of the many metaphysical sciences. So numerology is one of the divination tools. There's also astrology, graphology, tarot, runes, and many, many others. These divination tools are ancient. They've been developed, tested, and used by mankind across the world for centuries because they work. They're accurate. They are there to help us navigate more successfully and happily through life. And you know, that's what Paranormal Talks does. Paranormaltalks.com. We do have a website, and you can see our link below. We have a video store where we have many wonderful and amazing speakers who talk about various areas of the paranormal, supernatural phenomena. We want to help you understand that the paranormal is normal and that the supernatural is natural. That is what it takes to help you awaken yourself first. And the speakers in our video store help you do that. It makes your mind explode. It's really amazing stuff. But this is just a normal part of the human experience. And why our culture in America and the Western culture degrades it and rejects it is beyond me. I don't get it. It just makes it hard for us to live a happy, healthy life. Anyway, so that's Paranormal Talks, and this is numerology. And we've already done a series of 9 videos on your soul urge number derived from your given name on your birth certificate, and a series of 9 videos on your personality number, also derived from your birth name as shown on your birth certificate. Now the destiny number, which we'll be talking about, destiny number 9 number here in this video, that also is derived from your given name on your birth certificate. Now, it's not your married name, it's not a nickname, it's not an adopted name, it's the actual name shown on your birth certificate. You know, it's really interesting that as souls, when we're coming into this material existence, we do, as powerful spiritual beings, have an influence on the thoughts of our parents as to what they will name us. And it's very interesting to hear so many stories from mothers and fathers about how they were going to name their child a certain name. And at the last minute, they changed it to something else, and they put that on the birth certificate. Well, that was us influencing our parents' thoughts as we were coming into this lifetime, because we knew what was best for ourselves as powerful spiritual beings during our soul planning session as to the best name, the most appropriate name for us in manifesting in this lifetime. And after saying that, I feel kind of sad because I wonder what I was thinking when I chose my name. I mean, JJ is a nickname. It brings in other influences and vibrations into my life. I like to try on different spellings of my name, and it's been a very interesting experiment on the different manifestations that happens. And you can do that too. But anyway, your name is what you came in with. Now, you can change your name, which means you have free will as to how you will operate through your lifetime by changing your name, indeed. Now, the one thing you can change is your birth date. You can't change that. You know, the month, day, and year you were born. Okay, you kind of came in with that. But you can change your name and change it to something that will help you or hinder you along your life path. And your life path is determined by the date of your birth, the month, day, and year that you were born. So it's very interesting how this is all put together. It maps and kind of, there's a constant thread that also goes through astrology that's very, very similar. So it's pretty interesting to see how helpful these divination tools can be. Okay, so with the soul urge number, and like I said, we did a series of those. Now the soul urge number, that's derived from all the vowels of your name. And that number is what we value most in life, and it's something that we pursue, we want to develop and capture and integrate into ourselves throughout our lifetimes. It's that thing that will make us feel safe, whole, and satisfied. So we're always going for that, and that soul urge number describes that pursuit in our life. Now, the personality number is derived from all the consonants in our name. And the personality number describes our skills, abilities, and talents that we showed up with. We don't have to work and pursue that through our lives. We already got that. We got that going on. It's done. But then the personality number and the soul urge number, those two numbers are added together, and that gives us our destiny number. Now, the destiny number is very interesting. It is it describes our unique strengths that we came into this life, that we are to express and develop even further. That's like the main foundation of our life that we use in order to set and achieve our goals along our life path. And remember, the life path we can't change. That's our birthday. Now, when I say the foundation, foundations are made up of a lot of different pieces. It's like a cobblestone street is made up of a lot of different cobblestones. And it makes it a nice, hard, continuous surface so we don't sink into the mud, like a quagmire. So all of these different pieces create that foundation, the destiny number. Now, all the different pieces are like all the different letters in your name, plus the final soul urge number and the final personality number. So it's interesting. And these all manifest different frequencies of talents and abilities, as well as some gaps and lacks that are shown in this cobblestone or this foundation of our numerology. So that's the destiny number, is our unique strengths and what we came here to express and further develop. Now, what is this numerology? There's many different systems of numerology for these videos that we've done so far, and this last one we're doing for destiny number 9, we use the Pythagorean system of numerology. There are others, but we'll just use the Pythagorean. It's easy enough, and let me show you it. Here's the table. And you can see that it uses the 9 numbers, number 1 through 9 only. It doesn't use the number 0. The number 0 is used through other deeper, more esoteric numerology descriptions of your name and birth date. But for the purposes of this video, we're using 1 through 9. And you can see that all the letters of the English alphabet are included in this table. And you can see that each number, for example, the number 1, is assigned to its particular letters. Number 1 is assigned to the letter A, J, and S. And then the number 2 is assigned to its letters. The number 3 is assigned to its letters, etc. And these assigned numbers to the letters, this is what we use to determine our soul urge number, personality number, and our final destiny number. So that's the Pythagorean system. Now, Pythagoras, he's a Greek guy. Back in 590 BC, he developed a school of numerology plus mathematics and philosophy and spiritualism. He was quite a guy. Pythagoras said the universe is based on numbers. Numbers music, and something else, which formed a triangle, which is 3, 1, 2, 3, which is a very spiritual number in numerology, the number 3. But anyway, numbers, numerology is the basis of the universe. So, and there's certainly something to that. Numbers make the world go round. Okay, so let me show you how you can find your destiny number based on your name as shown on your birth certificate, not your married name or a nickname or anything else, but on your birth certificate. So let's get a basis of that, and then you can use the same method to discover your numbers based on the name that you're currently using, if it's a married name or a nickname or anything else. But let's get a basis of your name based on the name on your birth certificate. So this is how it's done. We're using this person's name, Sharon Lynn Clarkson. And you can see here is the table of the numbers 1 through 9 using the Pythagorean system. And the numbers 1 through 9 are assigned to their letters, to all the letters in the English alphabet. And with Sharon Lynn Clarkson's name, here along the top, you can see the numbers are assigned to each letter, all the vowels in her name. And under here, all the letters, all the numbers are assigned to the letters, the consonants of her name. And all these numbers are all added up to a final digit. So her soul urge number is 3, her personality number is 5, and you add these two numbers together, 3 plus 8, and you get the number 3 plus 5, you get the number 8. So for Sharon Lynn Clarkson, her destiny number is 8. And you can use the same method to discover your destiny number. Now this video is for your destiny number 9. So if you went through that process and you added up all the numbers in your name and came up with your destiny number 9, then you are at the right video. And we'll be talking about destiny number 9. Now every number has its element, and the number 9 has the element of water. And as we go up and increase the numbers from destiny number 1, destiny number 2, 3, 4, 5, as we increase those numbers, it does become more challenging and demanding on the person who has that destiny number. And I have found in my own experience that if the person doesn't step up and manifest the positive aspects of that destiny number, their life may not appear very successful to us. In fact, the person may appear rather like a failure in life overall or in several areas of their life. So these higher numbers, I don't envy you guys who have these higher numbers with your life path, which you can't change. But even with your destiny number, the number that you came in with, at least you can change your name to help you manifest more easily if you do have a higher destiny number, like a destiny number 7 or 8, or here we are with a number 9. Okay, so with a destiny number 9, it's a water, so it's emotional, just like a number 2 is water, a number 6 is water. The number 9, with the number 6, it's even more so. 3 plus 3 is 6, and then you add 3 again, and you get 9. So you can see how it ratchets up as far as its vibration gets higher and higher. So it is the number of the humanitarian. I mean, it's all of humanity. So it really, really calls on you to really step up and be the counselor the helper, the humanitarian of all humanity, of all cultures, religions, races, classes. The number 9. I would say it's like being the big brother, the big sister, not just the parent, like a destiny number 6, but a big brother or sister, which is almost like a step back from a parent. Is with a parent is you're really engaged in raising a young child up who really can't maybe dress itself or feed itself. But a big brother or sister, this is a person who's dealing with people who have reached a level of maturity, and they can help them from there. That's the humanitarian. It's not as hands-on as, say, a number 6 or even as a number 2 destiny number. So the destiny number 6. Now, for an example of a destiny number manifesting in, say, a company or an organization, probably an organization like the Salvation Army is a good example of a destiny number 9 manifesting in this world, or the Red Cross, or ARC thrift stores. They originally, they may not express themselves quite like that today, because they have evolved over the decades and they may have lost their vision, their mission. But when they first started, they were very much like a destiny number 9, the Salvation Army, the Red Cross, ARC thrift store, very humanitarian organizations that were there to help all people. Certain groups of people initially, but now all people. Destiny number 9 is to really serve the needs of a lot of different people, to work well with a lot of different people. And hopefully a positive expression of the number 9, a person, if you have that number, you would be expressing that quite successfully. This destiny number 9 would work well and express itself well, successfully, as a teacher or a counselor who has understanding and wisdom of where people are coming from and why they're coming from those situations. Whether you approve of it or not, just to understand and have the wisdom to understand as to why people are behaving the way that they are. To be of service to all, to express beauty, art, romance, and understanding, compassionate of the human condition, no matter where you go or what you see or how you see it manifesting. To express a destiny number 9 would be great in a medical service area. Again, a hospital may not be the right setting, but there's plenty of medical service fields that could certainly use a destiny number 9. Also in the arts, there are destiny 9 artists who really create works of art that take us beyond this world to a more idealistic world of where we could be as humans, as really powerful spiritual beings. And some of the best artists I've seen express that type of art are people who have had near-death experiences and have come back from death, have risen from the dead. And these are people who've been dead anywhere from a minute or two to hours, to come back and create really amazing, uplifting, spiritual art. That's how a destiny number 9 would look like, expressing itself as an artist, someone who's very intuitive, very spiritual, very psychic, because again, that number 9 is a water element, which is the element of the psychic. So developing the imagination and the ideals and pointing us, the rest of us, to that ideal and encouraging us to achieve it. Not that it can be reached, but to point us to it, to actually achieve it. Develop and express human understanding. I mean, there's a great deal of tolerance called upon for expression by a destiny number 9. And to accept everyone, no matter where they are or where they appear in life. Probably and when I say art and beauty, probably a good expression of a destiny number 9 is, if you remember that musician who has since passed, his name was George Harrison. He was with this very popular music group in the 60s and I think early 70s called the Beatles. George Harrison. He probably expressed that destiny number 9 the best. He was a wonderful musician, and I didn't realize how incredibly successful his spiritual music was to lift our sights to our spiritual destiny, our spiritual heritage. George really did that well. He really got involved with these esoteric Eastern religions and Eastern spiritual practices. Religion and spiritual, they are different. And he really expressed that number 9, and he did touch the masses. He did touch humanity. And I'm sure that his music is out there and it's still influencing people today, and it's influencing other musicians today. That's a destiny number 9. That's a good example of what it looks like. In addition to the near-death experiencers who return and become artists and create their art. So it is a spiritual path that really calls on you to live in the material world and yet express this deep love and humanitarian understanding and tolerance and acceptance of humanity unconditionally. That's quite a to-do list, wouldn't you say? In expression number 9. Now, if a person is not stepping up and expressing what we perceive as the more positive expression of this destiny number, they can really appear and express themselves as rather self-absorbed or disconnected or disengaged, and really not into this humanitarian part of themselves. But they are charismatic. They have so much going on, and they can almost appear, impress others as being kind of scary with this charismatic power that they're not using in the manner that would benefit a lot of other people. So that's how the not so positive expression of a destiny number 9 can look. So like I said, each number demands more and more of us as entities in this material world. The destiny number, as it becomes higher and higher, mostly from like destiny number 7, 8, and 9. You guys have a tough one there. But you must have known what you were thinking and doing when you came in with that name in this lifetime. So much success to you. But thank you, destiny number 9. And this concludes our series of the destiny numbers in numerology based on your name given to you at birth. We'll be following this up with some astrology videos, astrologies that impact us worldwide. They impact us politically, economically, the big planets that are transiting, that are moving around in the sky, that are impacting us, that us astrologers were screaming about back in 2002. Well, guess what? It is here now, and we are experiencing it, and we're all kind of going nuts, aren't we? But that's what happens with these planets. We saw it coming. There's no escape, so gird your loins. We're in for it. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining us here at Paranormal Talks. And if you could be so kind and like us and subscribe so we can keep these videos coming. It's so much appreciated. Thank you much. This is JJ from Paranormal Talks, and we'll see you with the next astrology videos. Bye.